Finally, after 9 months, the crushing reality. He is told he has the incurable disease that progressively kills the nerves that connect to your muscles.
Fans of Grey's Anatomy are heartbroken as Eric Dane, the actor who brought the charming Dr. Mark McSteamy Sloan to life, faces a devastating real-life battle. Known for his charisma and unforgettable presence on screen, Dane's shocking diagnosis has forced him to step away from the spotlight as he says goodbye.
Yeah, I feel like maybe a few more months, and I won't have my left hand either. It's sobering.
Now, the man behind McSteamy must fight a very different kind of struggle. So how will this heartbreaking turn shape the next chapter of his life? Join us as we uncover the surprising revelation about Eric Dane's tragic diagnosis. ALS announcement. In April 2025, actor Eric Dane shocked fans around the world when he revealed during a television interview that he had been diagnosed with ALS, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, a rare and devastating disease that slowly destroys the nerves controlling muscle movement. Over time, it leaves a person completely paralyzed while their mind remains fully aware. Dane explained that he had already lost the use of his right hand, and his left hand was growing weaker every day. "Maybe in a few more months, I won't have my left hand either," he admitted with heartbreaking honesty. ALS currently has no known cure, and most patients live only 2 to 5 years after diagnosis. For someone still active in Hollywood, his decision to share such a personal battle publicly drew massive international attention. During another interview on June 13, 2025, Dane revealed that he now had only one working arm and that his right arm had completely stopped working.
Yeah, my left side is functioning. My right side is completely stopped working.
He spoke with quiet courage about the mental toll of the disease, describing ALS not only as a physical struggle, but also as an emotional war that must be fought every day. "I'm fighting as much as I can," he said, "but there's so much that's out of my control." Dane described his days as a series of realizations that the illness is steadily taking away more of his strength. "Each morning," he said, "I wake up knowing it's progressed just a little bit more." In May 2025, tragedy struck again. While enjoying a family trip, Dane was swimming underwater when he suddenly lost strength and couldn't surface. His daughter, who was nearby, managed to pull him to safety, an event he described as a terrifying wake-up call. "That was when I realized I wasn't safe in the water anymore," he said. But for Dane, the hardest part of living with ALS isn't the physical decline. It's the fear of leaving his 2 young daughters behind before they grow up. He has spoken openly about how painful it is to think he might not be there to witness their future milestones. "I was just heartbroken," he confessed. The news of his diagnosis has deeply moved fans and fellow actors alike. Coleman Domingo, Dane's co-star from Euphoria, sent him heartfelt words of encouragement. Tina Knowles, the mother of singer Beyoncé, shared a post on social media wishing him strength and recovery. Although his longtime Grey's Anatomy co-stars like Ellen Pompeo and Zendaya have not yet commented publicly, many believe that the wave of support for Eric Dane will only continue to grow in the days ahead. So, what makes this story so emotional? Let's take a moment to look back at Eric Dane's incredible journey and the unforgettable roles that built his name and legacy. Eric Dane career. Eric Dane's journey in Hollywood began in the 1990s when he started out with small television roles that quietly paved the way for something much bigger. He first appeared in popular shows such as The Wonder Years, Saved by the Bell, and Married with Children. Although these early performances didn't make him an overnight star, they showed his persistence and reliability, qualities that soon caught the attention of casting directors. His first major breakthrough came when he was cast as Jason Dean in Charmed, appearing in several episodes between 2003 and 2004. But the real turning point arrived in 2006 when he landed the iconic role of Dr. Mark Sloan on ABC's Grey's Anatomy. Known affectionately to fans as McSteamy, the charming yet emotionally complex doctor became one of the most recognizable faces on television. The show was one of the highest-rated series of the 2000s, and Dane appeared in over 130 episodes from 2006 to 2012. Even after his character's death in Season 9, he made a heartfelt comeback in 2021 for a special episode, a nostalgic moment that thrilled longtime fans. After saying goodbye to Grey's Anatomy, Dane reinvented himself once again. From 2014 to 2018, he took on the role of Captain Tom Chandler in TNT's The Last Ship, a post-apocalyptic action series that ran for 5 seasons. His performance as a strong and determined leader received widespread praise and proved that he was capable of handling action-packed, demanding roles beyond the romantic charm of his earlier days. This period marked an important transformation in his career, showing that Eric Dane was far more versatile than many had imagined. In 2019, he took another bold step by returning to drama with his role as Cal Jacobs in HBO's Euphoria. This character was a far cry from his previous roles, a troubled, middle-aged man torn between family duties and hidden desires. The part was both controversial and emotionally intense, but it demonstrated Dane's ability to dive into deep, psychologically complex characters. Critics called his return courageous, as it signaled a new and more mature phase in his acting career. Beyond television, Dane also left his mark on the big screen. He appeared in several successful films, including Marley and Me in 2008, Valentine's Day in 2010, and Burlesque in 2010. Though he often played supporting roles, his presence in these films helped him remain a familiar and respected figure among audiences and producers alike. Between 2022 and 2024, Dane continued to stay active in Hollywood. He starred in American Carnage and Redeeming Love in 2022, maintaining a steady work schedule. In 2024, he appeared in the blockbuster Bad Boys: Ride or Die, alongside Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, and later that same year, he took part in the independent film One Fast Move, which was praised for its artistic direction. Despite facing health challenges that affected his mobility, he continued to work with determination. According to IMDb, he remained part of the cast for the upcoming movie Borderline, expected to be released in 2025, and was still filming earlier this year. Eric Dane's career over the past 3 decades is a story of evolution, resilience, and artistic courage. From the polished charm of McSteamy to the dark emotional depth of Cal Jacobs, he has proven that he's not defined by a single type of role. His willingness to adapt, explore, and challenge himself has built a legacy grounded not just in fame, but in growth and strength. Though his journey has included personal struggles and moments of pause, each chapter has shaped him into a more profound and respected actor, one who continues to face new challenges with grace and determination. Was there a hidden shadow behind the bright glow of his career? Let's take a closer look. Eric Dane, health struggles. Eric Dane has faced many ups and downs in his life, both mentally and physically. One of the most difficult moments came around the year 2011, when he publicly revealed that he was undergoing treatment for painkiller addiction. This problem had developed over many years, beginning with a sports injury that led to the use of medication, which eventually turned into dependence. Rather than hiding his struggle, Dane made the brave choice to enter a rehabilitation center, determined to recover fully. His honesty and courage in addressing the issue were praised by both fans and the media. During this time, audiences began to notice changes in his appearance and energy in the final episodes of Grey's Anatomy. Rumors spread quickly and people speculated about his health before he officially confirmed what he was going through. In 2017, Dane once again made headlines when he announced that he would be taking a temporary break from acting to focus on treating depression. This decision affected the filming schedule of his TV show The Last Ship, but his representatives explained that his mental well-being was the top priority. Once again, Dane's openness showed his strength. He chose to face his problems directly rather than pretend everything was fine. His personal life, too, had its share of challenges. In 2009, a private video involving Dane, his wife, actress Rebecca Gayheart, and another woman was leaked online. Although the video contained nothing illegal, it drew huge attention from the public and entertainment press. Both Dane and Gayheart decided not to comment, choosing instead to protect their privacy and avoid fueling the controversy further. Behind the fame, Dane's early life also shaped the man he would become. When he was only 7 years old, his father passed away, leaving his mother to raise him alone. She was strict but deeply committed to preserving their Jewish traditions. Growing up without a father and under emotional strain built a sense of resilience in him, but it also left deep scars that would later influence his emotional struggles as an adult. Though he rarely speaks about his private relationships, Dane has mentioned the strong friendships he formed with his Grey's Anatomy co-stars Patrick Dempsey and Justin Chambers, friendships that have lasted many years. Outside of work, however, he keeps a quiet and private lifestyle, seldom appearing at public events or in celebrity news. Throughout his career, Eric Dane has never tried to become a media icon. Instead, he focused on discipline, professionalism, and choosing meaningful roles. This approach built the image of an actor who values quality and integrity over fame. The difficult years of his life did not weaken him. They taught him how to stay strong under pressure and remain dedicated to his craft. All these experiences shaped a man who is both tough and deeply introspective. So when he received his heartbreaking ALS diagnosis in 2025, it was no surprise that he refused to step away from the spotlight. Instead, he chose to continue working, standing tall as the same determined, resilient man he has always been. In all of this, did Eric Dane hold his family at heart? Let's find out. Eric Dane's family strength. Throughout his long career and difficult treatment journey, Eric Dane has always said that his family is the heart of his life, the place where he finds strength, love, and purpose. When he was diagnosed with ALS, or amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, it was his family who stood by him most firmly. His wife, actress Rebecca Gayheart, and their two daughters, Billy and Georgia, became his greatest emotional support and his reason to keep fighting. Eric and Rebecca first married in 2004 and spent more than 10 years together before deciding to separate in 2018. However, when Eric publicly revealed his illness, something remarkable happened. The two rekindled their relationship. They are no longer legally separated and have chosen to face this difficult chapter side by side, showing that love can survive even through pain and years of distance. Rebecca's decision to return and stay by Eric's side during his treatment speaks volumes about their lasting bond, despite the emotional storms they once faced. Their daughters, Billy, born in 2010, and Georgia, born in 2011, are now teenagers. Eric often says that his illness has made him think deeply about what truly matters, and for him, that is being a father. One of his biggest fears is leaving this world before his daughters are old enough to truly know him, to be independent, or to carry clear memories of their time together. This thought shapes many of his personal choices today, pushing him to spend more time at home and to make every moment with his family meaningful. Although Eric has always preferred to keep his private life away from the spotlight, many trusted sources say that the Dane Gayheart family now focuses entirely on togetherness. They often spend time creating small, joyful moments, meals at home, quiet evenings, and family trips that strengthen their bond. As ALS slowly affects his ability to move, the love and care of his family have become essential. Rebecca is deeply involved in his daily life and therapy sessions, helping him maintain his strength both physically and emotionally. Beyond his immediate family, Eric also keeps close ties with a circle of loyal friends and colleagues. Though he rarely talks about them publicly, many who have worked with him admire how he manages to stay professional while fiercely protecting his family's privacy from media intrusion. Despite the challenges brought by his illness, Eric Dane's family has not fallen apart. In fact, it has grown stronger. Reuniting with Rebecca and watching his daughters grow during these critical years have given him a new sense of peace and purpose. This newfound stability has allowed him to keep working, appear in public when possible, and stay connected with his fans, all while focusing on what matters most. Family, for Eric Dane, has become more than just a source of comfort. It is his anchor, his motivation, and his greatest hope as he continues to face the challenges of ALS with courage and love. But what kept him going? Let's find out. Eric Dane's resilience. Eric Dane, the famous actor known for his powerful roles on television, continues to stay active in the entertainment world even as he faces one of the hardest battles of his life, his struggle with ALS, or amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. After announcing his diagnosis in April 2025, Eric made it clear that he was not ready to step away from acting. Instead of slowing down, he chose to keep working on projects that were already in progress and to honor the commitments he had made before learning about his illness. In various interviews with international media outlets, Eric explained that he has no intention of retiring anytime soon. He said that as long as he still has the strength to perform, he will continue doing what he loves most, acting. His determination has deeply impressed both fans and fellow actors, showing that he is a man who refuses to let illness define his story. One of the biggest projects that Eric is currently part of is the third season of Euphoria, produced by HBO. In the series, he continues to portray Cal Jacobs, one of the show's most complex and emotionally charged characters. Despite his health challenges, the production team made several adjustments to ensure that Eric could continue filming comfortably. They reorganized the schedule, reduced physically demanding scenes, and offered him flexibility on set. This thoughtful approach reflects a mutual understanding between Eric and the producers, an agreement to protect both his health and the artistic continuity of the show. But Euphoria is not the only project keeping him busy. Eric is also one of the main cast members in Countdown, an upcoming Netflix series that was filmed before his ALS symptoms became severe. According to production reports, filming was completed successfully, and the show is expected to premiere in late 2025. Eric's role remains unchanged, and the producers have confirmed that no casting modifications were needed due to his condition, a sign of how reliable and professional he has remained throughout the process. In addition to television, Eric also continues to work in film. He plays a significant part in the action movie Borderline, scheduled for release in 2025. Information shared by IMDb and other international film platforms reveals that Eric completed the physically demanding portions of the movie, known as principal photography, earlier this year before publicly announcing his diagnosis. His participation in such an intense film demonstrates how proactive and dedicated he has been, using every available moment to do what he loves while his strength still allows it. Regarding his health, Eric has also taken a strong and hopeful approach. He is currently participating in a clinical trial for a new medication designed to slow the progression of ALS. In one of his televised interviews, he confirmed that he was accepted as part of this special medical study. The treatment is experimental but promising. It aims to extend the functional life of patients by several years compared to the average. This step reflects Eric's determination to face his illness, not with fear, but with courage, science, and optimism. However, Eric's fight is not just a personal one. It has also become a public mission. Instead of hiding his illness, he decided to use his fame to raise awareness about ALS. In his interviews, he talks openly about his experience, encouraging others to learn more about the disease, support ongoing research, and treat patients with compassion. His honesty has helped break down the stigma surrounding ALS and has given comfort to many who are living with the same condition. The positive effect of his openness has spread across countries. Numerous media stories from the United States, France, and Spain have mentioned how Eric's courage inspired other ALS patients to share their own journeys. Several American community organizations have even launched fundraising campaigns to honor artists facing ALS, and Eric has been recognized as one of the most inspiring figures among them. His story is now more than that of an actor. It is a symbol of resilience and empathy. Despite the limitations caused by his illness, Eric Dane's artistic value has not faded. If anything, it has grown. Fans and critics are now revisiting his past performances, discovering new depth and meaning in the characters he portrayed. His role as Cal Jacobs in Euphoria, a man filled with inner conflict and emotional struggle, now feels even more powerful when viewed through the lens of Eric's real-life battle. Audiences see not just a performance, but a reflection of true strength, the kind that comes from facing pain with grace. When you look at Eric Dane's life today, his health, his career, and his personal choices, what stands out most is his balance. He has managed to stay professional, transparent, and strong, all while dealing with a condition that could easily push anyone into isolation. Not many people in the entertainment industry have shown such calm determination when confronted with something so serious. Many might have chosen to step away quietly, but Eric decided otherwise. He continues to appear in public, to act, and to speak with confidence and purpose. His decision to stay visible is not about fame, it's about responsibility. He wants to inspire others, to prove that even when life takes a difficult turn, it is still possible to move forward with courage and dignity. In doing so, Eric has redefined what it means to live and work with a terminal illness. Eric Dane's story is not one of tragedy. It is a story of strength, awareness, and purpose. By continuing to act and by using his voice for a cause bigger than himself, he has turned his personal challenge into a message of hope. So, what do you think about Eric Dane's shocking ordeal? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe.